creating a web banner in this video, okay? And the kind of banner we're creating is for a pizza shop. Two of their pizza is now available for grabs at discounted rates. All right, so that's the kind of banner that we are going to be creating. So but before we get started, let me just quickly share some tips with you. When you're creating banner, there are certain things you need to take note of. All right, now when you're creating banner, you don't want to add too many information on your banner because nobody will have the time to read through. It's not a printed flyer, it's a banner, so you have to be precise and just go straight to the point. Whatever offer you're giving out on your banner, that is exactly what you should talk about. Then the next thing is that you want to make sure that you add a call to action on your banner. This is to prompt your audience on what next to do. Should they go to your website to order? Should they call your customer care service? Or whatever call to action that you want to add. Then the next thing is you want to make sure that you add the right image, all right, to your banner. So we are going to be getting started right now. We are going to click on create design. All right, so I'm just going to come here and type web banner. So I'm going to be working with the dimension that is available on Canva. So I'm going to be picking landscape. All right, for the styling of my banner, I'm going to be working with colors green, white, yellow. I'm also going to be using some new fonts. They are unpopular free Canva fonts, so just take note of those fonts. All right, and then I'm also going to be using images of pizza. Now because we are actually talking about two pizza that are up for grabs, we want to make sure that we have two pizza, all right, on our banner. So I'm going to get started by giving my banner a background. Then the next thing I also want to put on my screen is my pizza. So this is one image. I can just place it anywhere I want, but in this case I'm just going to be placing it around here. If you notice that this banner is actually on a white background, which I do not need. Now because I am using Canva Pro, I can just go straight ahead to remove the background, okay? But for you on the other hand, if you're using free version of Canva, it's no problem at all. Just go to Google and search for pizza PNG or pizza on transparent background. You have loads and loads of images of pizza there, but you want to make sure that whatever image you are picking, it does not have a watermark, okay? It is wrong for you to use an image with watermark. All right, so I'm just going to be placing my pizza the way I want it to be. So I think I'm good now. So I am just going to be styling my two pizza because I'm not just going to leave them plain like this. So remember to always align any element you're using, pictures, shapes. Make sure it is properly aligned, because if it's not aligned, then everything is just going to look scattered. So you want to make sure that you align everything. Okay, now that I'm done with that, I'll just add something else to give it more vibes. So I'm just going to place in this, okay, and I'm going to change the color. I said I'm going to be working with color white, yellow, green, and my background is already green. So okay, so I'm going to change this to white. Okay, so now that I'm done with styling my pizza, I want to go to the information on the banner. Now, because each of this information that I'm going to be adding on the banner, all right, has different styling, so I'm going to be bringing in different text boxes. Okay, different text boxes. So I'm going to be writing delicious, delicious. Okay, so I'm going to be writing pizza. Okay, then I'm also going to, if you remember, I said the information on your banner should be precise. You don't want to beat around the bush. Okay, so I just want to change this text box. Okay, so I'm going to write today special, today's, okay, today special. Okay, so I can just copy and paste this and type in, okay, offer valid, okay, why stock last. Okay, so now I'm going to be styling each of this information one by one. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to be changing the font to yellow, and I am just going to make this to 71. Okay, so that's that. Now then the next thing is delicious, so I'm going to be styling delicious. I told you that I'm using free fonts, but these fonts are not, that popular, but I like the effect of the fonts. Okay, so when you are choosing fonts to create your design, there are certain things that you must put into consideration, but we are not going to be dwelling on that in this class. Okay, so delicious, so I'm going to give my delicious a little bit of effect. I want to give it shadow, so let's bring this to the back, and I think I'm good with this, so let's work on the blurriness. Okay, and then let's make it less transparent. All right, and then I'm just going to pick a color because I'm using the dark green background, so I'm just going to pick black in this case. Okay, then the next thing is pizza, so we are moving on to styling pizza. Okay, so the idea is to give the word pizza some funny vibes. Okay, that's the essence of using this particular font that I used. So I'm just going to change the color to yellow. Okay, so now that we're good, I'm just going to arrange a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to work on this. So this does not need too much effect at all. This has to go simple. It has to be simple. Okay, very simple. Okay, so I'm just going to place it and make sure that it is properly aligned. Okay, now that's done. The next thing I want to add is my call to action, which I told you is also very important. So I'm just going to copy and paste this since I'm going to be using the same font. So my call to action is order now. Okay, that's my call to action, order now. So I'm going to come here to elements and I'm going to bring button. Okay, okay, it's our call to action. It should be obvious. Okay, and I think I would prefer not to make it bold. Okay, I think there's an alphabet missing, order. So now that we are done with our call to action, we want to add the other information. Which of this pizza is going for what discount? Okay, so because we said both of them are available for discount rates, right? So we want to add that information now. So I'm going to be bringing in the text box. Okay, and I'm just going to type save. Okay, and I'm going to be using the same fonts that I used for pizza. Same font that I used for pizza. I'm just going to place it around here. Okay, then I'm just going to input the discount 25%. Okay, so I'm just going to place it here and I'm just going to increase this a little bit and this one a little bit, and I'm just going to place it here. So I'm just going to copy and paste for the other pizza. So let's should put this, let's put it here. This for this one, do 50%. So we'll do 50%. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do is I want to bring in some elements to style that new informations that I just added. Okay, so these are the two elements that I'm going to be working with. So I'm just going to place this here and I'm going to change the color. Just going to change the color to yellow and I'm going to reduce this a little bit and I'm going to change that to yellow. Okay, so I'm just going to look for where to place it here. So I'm going to place it in such a way that it's not going to show. Okay, okay, so I'm just going to copy this same elements that I just added for the other pizza. Okay, so this time around we'll do white and then I'm going to bring the arrow as well. Okay, I'm just going to look for where to place it and I'm going to do white. Can I readjust that? So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to indicate where our logo should be. So I'm going to bring in a new text box. I'm going to type logo here. So I'm just going to place it somewhere around here. Then I'll also add the social media icon, Facebook and Instagram. Okay, so this is one, this is Facebook. So I'm just going to place them around here. And then we're going to look for Instagram. I'm going to bring it here. And I'm going to be changing the color to yellow, and I'm going to be repeating the same for, so I'm just going to pick white. Okay, so I'm going to write our social media handle. I'm actually putting brand elevation. So if you are creating yours, you can put any name that you want. So just going to reposition this properly, and we are done with creating her banner. So you can decide to download as PNG high quality or PDF high quality, especially if you are sending to a client, okay, or you're downloading for printing purpose. Then you want to download with PDF print high quality.